friends that are doing it right now. And they're too embarrassed. More women than men, too. Actually, it happens to a lot of different people, and no one will really tell you. You know, there's just as many women that get open heart surgeries as men. You know that they just don't show their scars. Okay? Yeah, guys are sort of proud. Check this out. War wound. I don't really like that. I know we're getting ready to shut down here, so let me just see. Remember, check this ugly dude out. This is a real parasite. Now, you're going to try to fight that? That's the alien. Okay? And you can see, look at this is just an intestinal hookworm. This is a female, a male. You can see how this one's got hooks. This is a whole different deal. Dwarf tapeworms, protozoa. Let's go down, and you can see these are all things coming. That's why I don't kill anything. Let's go down here. I got a few more. Exercise. You have to go ahead and do the exercise. If you don't do it, then you're just missing out. Exercise is a necessity, and you see all these so-called guru people that really are talking about, they're talking about a lot of things, but exercise is one of the most important things that no one really is talking about. Cardiovascular is everything. You have to get your flow going. Most important thing is to try to, once a week, go on a barefoot hike. And if you can't handle the bare feet in the beginning, just wear socks. You're not going to ruin your socks. You're walking on dirt. Yes, sir?
Recent reports that Alzheimer's is connected to that cardiovascular.
Say again?
A recent study on the radio that said that Alzheimer's disease may be caused from no cardiovascular.
This is what it is. Aluminum plugs the brain. Every disease we know is an oxalate disease. Oxalates are where you lose your calcium because most likely because of sulfuric acid, acetic acid, or certain types of corrosive acids. The acid goes in your body, drinking colas, I don't care what it is. Your body has to deal with this acid. 1 cup of coffee takes 32 glasses of alkaline water just to neutralize. If not, the calcium in your body has to neutralize this assault. And so if not, then what happens is that you wind up getting, after maybe 10 years, you wind up getting demineralized just from having maybe 1 drink a day that would demineralize you if you don't get the round of minerals back in the body. You can see after about 2 to 5 years of not eating well, the standard American diet is very simple. It has no minerals, no life force, and after about 10 years of eating this here, most likely every storage you have, including your silicon storage, everything is down to its lowest levels. This is radiation throughout the United States here. Super important to eat all these greens. The greens, every day, sea vegetables, nori, dulse. We just got a lot of this new stuff. It's very hard to find, very clean. Thank you. Let's see here. Let me try a couple more real quick here. Let's see. The pH scale, as you can see, this is where you want to be, between 10, and you want to stay in 4 too, because a lot of the things you eat, remember, just because they're acid, they're not bad for you. There is a balance here. You're trying to eat things that have, are lemons acid? I before E except after C? There are some exceptions to the rule. What's that? It is acid, but it's also It's exactly. And so is cayenne pepper. Is very acid, but what does it do? It alkalizes massively. Yes. Okay, so I before E except after C. Just because it's acid doesn't mean it's bad. And if you are buying these water machines, these electrical alkalizing water machines, you don't need a water machine to make alkaline water. You can do that with drops and very simple. But if you wanted to have one of those machines, you're only really using it to drink the hydrogen. That's it. All the studies have to do with hydrogen. It has nothing to do with the alkalinity. Alkalinity is how the hydrogen carries. Okay? Yeah, go ahead, next one there. And let me see, I think we're at the bottom here. Well, there's 3 different types of groups of people, and this is just what good. There's acid to alkaline people, carbon-based to crystalline people, and disease to ease. You can see that the easiest people that want to change are these people right here. Okay? Acid to alkaline, you get massive changes very quickly. Just by increasing your fluids. If you don't drink enough fluids, your body gets dry. It's a liquiditarian. If you get one thing out of this whole show here, your body's a liquiditarian. Eating food is a celebration. I have 1 meal a day, and when I eat, I celebrate. I eat all day, it's just a gluttony. Are you eating to live, or are you living to eat? and I have fluids all the time. And it's not that I need it. Once you get the fluids, you become sustainable. This is now your new life force. And you'll find out when you drink these, you have all the energy in the world. When I eat in the afternoon or the evening, everything I eat, no matter what kind of food it is a sedative. So in the morning, if you have food and you really feel like revving up, then why would you have food in the morning? Especially fats. It's a sedative. So if you want to sleep well, you have fats in the evening because it's a sedative. And in the fats in the morning would be not too smart. Oh yeah, here we go. And real quick, if you, one more back.
Are you saying that because it engages the parasympathetic nervous system, digestion in general, always?
Well, what happens is that, see, your system works on premium fuels that are digestible as long as your body can break down the fuels because it's in a certain vibration. If you're an optimum and you're an athlete, I have a lot of fat in my body. Look, I eat a lot of fat. I don't have that much fat on me because it's not fat. The fat is a premium liquid. It's a premium fuel as long as your body works and utilizes it as fuel. If not, what it does is fat is 9 calories per gram. Protein has 4. Carbohydrates have 4. Alcohol has 7. Okay? So if you have any alcohol with your food, that's not smart again either. As soon as you have any alcohol, it shuts off all digestion and you get okay, you get them all. Undigestion. So if you're having any alcohol, you drink it at least before you eat. And try to drink a big glass of water with maybe 4 or 5 drops of some type of mineralized solution. So if you Google high fructose corn syrup and mercury poisoning, we talked about GMO rat sterility pictures and study, aspartame, false sugars, sickness and cancer poisoning. I have this on the internet too, so you could actually go through and do your own study. MSG side effects and hidden names for MSG, chlorine poisoning and glufosinate poisoning, remember, is unknown. They take it off the internet. There's very big companies. Who bought Whole Foods? Wait a minute, who said that? Pass this crystal back to her. Okay, now look it up yourself. Why would, that's another one, beauty. Who bought Whole Foods? How do you know that? What's that? Any company, once it gets over to a certain level, becomes a company that the companies that are actually manipulated and bought are bought on a very hard idea on what's called the stock market. So, you know, when you really want to manipulate things, all the radio stations, all the television stations, everything has been bought, communication has been bought, and you can see how manipulation is not going to be to your benefit. As you can see, the television and all these other things, they're not manipulating you in a way that would be maybe advantageous for part of what you're trying to do. So really, as a group, you can see, in order to really play this game, you got to work together. There is a other side of the fence, and you really wonder, what is the next one there, why, let me see real quick here again. Okay, check that picture out. Now, this is real. I've seen her do this, okay? That's talent. And she hits the bullseye 10 times in a row. That's talent. Okay? She's crystalline. Crystalline is not, she's not carbon-based. She can use her body in ways that normal people would say that she's not just doing a handstand holding it, she's shooting a bloody bow and arrow. Okay, let's go to the next one there. Revelation or revolution. This is exactly what the mind's doing right now. You're either going to have a revolution with yourself, or you're going to have a revelation, and it's going to be an easy deal. Oh, you're going to have it either way. What do you want? Red pill, revelation, or excuse me, revolution, or you want the revelation, the blue pill? Revelation means that all of a sudden everything's cool. You've changed your ideas because of reasonable and logical movements. And if you have a revolution, it's only because you're backed up against the wall there and the dog will bite. As you can see, let's go to the next one there. Go back one. Your whole deal is this. This is the ultimate deal. That's it. How do you get there? Is another story. DNA expansion. Everything Robin sells here is for what? DNA expansion. And part of your expansion is to know what you're doing is right. You have to see these videos, really. No matter if you're confused, I don't care if it's David Icke, different people. They're just throwing out what the collective consciousness is really wanting you to see, no matter if it's right or wrong. Remember, there is a set of information. And let me tell you, 50% of these tapes, Robin can pick out about, that's why I wanted him to do, is to pick out 10 of the best tapes that he knows. And every time I come here, I said, give me the best tapes you know that I can learn some more. He gave me the one on stress last time, a lot of these different ones. I mean, how many tapes do I get of him every time? Whatever it is. Yeah. Let's go to the next one there. Next one. Okay, next. Okay, what back one? Okay. Gut bacteria can make you fat. Okay, gut bacteria can make you fat. How about transform your bacteria so they can upgrade new fuels, and these microbes will make you lean and vital. If you kill them, then all you'll do, you are what you eat, is proving to be one of the most major detriments in the community of bacteria living in your intestines, says microbiologists. Let me pat these people on the back. Okay, this is the information I've been spouting for a long time, but really how intestinal bacteria may make you fat. Okay, the gut contains 1,000 species of microorganisms, and this is sophisticated. It's not stupid. It's sophisticated, highly sophisticated. It appears to be involved in human health and weight control. Now, if this is the case, that's why would you kill the microbes in your stomach? It doesn't make any sense at all. You know that they're pleomorphic bacteria, so the only thing you're going to do is change their terrain. Let's go to the next one there. We're almost going to. Now, this is. Now, I know no one wants to hear this, and if you don't really believe me, okay, it's okay, because ignorance is bliss. There's nothing wrong with it. Buddy in here's got a handful of these in your stomach, and if you try to kill him, it's not smart. I'll not say everybody. I'll just say, so we'll have 1% say, oh, I don't have it. That's right, only 99% of you have this, okay? So one of you in here, in your mind, at least to say, I don't have it, I don't have it, I don't have it. I know, no one has it. This is a child. Basically, most children are infested with these. Infested. These are real. Have you seen the surgeries on these? They do this in China all the time. They cut open the stomach, they pull the intestines out, put them on a tray, take the stomach like this, cut a little hole in it, and you hear all these guys, like spaghetti, you know, from China. And they're pushing this stuff out. Look like spaghetti. And they're pushing it out, and these roundworms, huge. These are great night crawlers for fishing. Same ones. And if that dies in your stomach, it's called the Ascaris lumbricoides, evolved with humans as it lives in the intestinal tract of millions of people. Everybody's got them. And if you don't think so, like I said, ignorance is bliss. And if you do have them, what are you going to do? Terrain modify them out of you. That big lump of you know what dies inside you, you have no idea what kind of problems you have. Hello?
I do have a question. I understand what you're talking about as far as changing your terrain. What if you have someone that's in an acute state of something who is actually killing them? Would you detox and get it out?
First of all, once you get to that state, you're in big trouble. Once your transmission falls out on the freeway, they're going to take you to AMCO whether you like it or not. They're going to take you to the hospital whether you like it or not. And you have to listen to these brothers with the white jackets. And most of them, remember, they're not in shape. They're not really what you would think as a person that really knows the physical machine. Because if not, their machines would be physical performance. They'd have, you know, you're a race car driver, you most likely drive a car that's in, you know, in that type of such and such. So let's go to the next one here. I wouldn't touch really, this is what it is. Look, guys, until you get sick, once you get sick, you're in trouble. I don't treat disease, so I don't, you know, and I don't do consultations just so everybody knows. A lot of people call up and say, hey, can you do consultations with me? I do everything for free. I don't really have an idea to charge